What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. We in these Perrion Winfrey streets, and we talking about these Mazi. But you know what? They picked up Perrion Winfrey from the USFL. Obviously, we remember he came out as a dog out of Oklahoma. Cleveland drafted him. You can see right here. I like the pick. I watched him in the Senior Bowl when I went in 2022, and he was one of the players that I liked coming out of college. But obviously, you know, immaturity. You can see the hustle, the desire, the play. It's all been there, and these are his Senior Bowl highlights. But everywhere he's went, he's been successful. Everywhere he's done something, he's done successful. MVP of the Senior Bowl, top player at Oklahoma. He was really doing good at Cleveland until he got into that trouble off field, and then he goes to the USFL, turns up, becomes MVP, and now he's over in Dallas. Let's give him a chance. But here's an Eberflus interview on Mazi. Let's see what he has to say about him.
Until DLLS Cowboys. Can you talk about Mazi and his development year 3? You got third different defensive coordinators, third different system. How is your system going to enable him to maximize the potential?
Yeah, Mazi's done a really good job picking up our system. It's a little bit different than what he was doing last year. You know, so I think that he likes that. He's embracing that, and he's working to get better at it. You know, the biggest thing I think is learning how to play with leverage, with power, quickness. You know, he's got all the talent that he needs, and once he learns that, you know, it's a day-to-day process, right? You get better every day, you grow, you learn, and he's going through that process right now.
Losing the weight, he's down to 310. Is that optimal for what you want him to do?
Yeah, I think that, you know, our strength staff, H and the guys do a great job with those guys, pushing them, you know, getting them right with nutrition. And I think we have a wonderful staff there as well. But, you know, it's important that guys, you know, we like, and Will McClay knows this, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here, is that I know he likes what I like. You know, he likes long, lean, and fast. And we'll try to get the best, you know, each guy that way.
What's good, everybody? We in these streets, man. You know what it is. We in these streets. Hey, before I do anything, man, just say a special prayer for my oldest son. He got some real bad things going on, for real. Real bad things going on. But say a prayer for my son, man. He about to have his baby next month, and he may not even be there to see him. You know what I'm saying? Because he got some stuff going on. Feel me? I don't want to get too deep into it, but you can, if you understand what I just said, then you understand what I just said. So just keep my oldest son in prayer, because that's heavy on my mind. I'm going through some physical things myself, so just keep me in prayer as well. You feel me? We got some physical things going on, so you keep me in prayer as well with that. Anyway, I'm making this quick video. As you saw, Perrion Winfrey, he's kind of been the talk of the camp the last few days. Looks like he got bigger. He says 290. He looks like a big 290, but and you also saw the interview with Eberflus on Mazi. I don't know, man. I'm just tired of people giving this dude Mazi excuses. I understand it's a third different defensive coordinator. The schemes has been different. But man, this is the NFL, dog. You feel what I mean? This is the NFL. It's the same thing if you had a job. If you had a job and you had 3 different bosses, you have to adjust, right? When you have to adjust. If you had a manager for a certain point in time and they fired him, then you got a new manager who had a different direction. You'd have to adjust, right? And then you'd have to adjust because it's your job. You have to. Because if you don't, you're not going to be there, right? So this ain't no different than us working at a job and having a different turnover of bosses. It's the same thing with Mazi, in my opinion. I'm not going to keep feeling sorry for this dude. I'm sorry. I'm not. No, I'm not on the Mazi train. I don't want to keep hearing excuses for him. To be fair, he was in different schemes. Okay. He had to lose weight, gain weight. Okay. You feel me? But like I said, this is the NFL. This is your job. I don't care about that, because at the end of the day, that don't have nothing to do with passion. That don't have nothing to do with the love of the game. That don't have anything to do with max effort. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, year 3, I just been seeing highlights. And year 3, you shouldn't be letting like Tyler Smith be able to continually do that to you. Like even Flu said, he's got to learn leverage, power, those things. Those things I feel like that's not being learned. You're still just coming in, maybe two gapping, or you're just one gapping where you're just coming in and holding the point of attack. Well, in this scheme, you're gonna have to get upfield. I don't know. All I know is I like Perrion Winfrey. Everywhere he went, he was successful. I was at the Senior Bowl when he turned up in 22 when he was the MVP. I liked him coming out of Oklahoma. He was one of my players that I talked about that I really liked when I went to the Senior Bowl in 22. He was one of my main people I liked, and I was noticing him from A1 day one. And then he went to Cleveland. Cleveland, I mean, what can we say about it? I think Cleveland's just a lax organization. Look, I don't think that organization is a good organization. I don't make no excuses for Perion Winfrey, what he did, because the reason why he wasn't with them, because he got into a few times of trouble. But I also think that stands with the organization as well, because a lot of people get in trouble over there. You feel me? But to lose the NFL and to go into the UFL or the USFL and become dominant there, defensive MVP, it shows that the talent's always been there. The talent is, but has the mind always been there? But one thing I've always seen from Perion Winfrey, his motor, his effort, his will to. He's got a gritty attitude, and I believe he loves the game. And I feel like that's why he's going to prosper here in Dallas. Now, we've been talking about Dallas is undersized, but as you see, I mean, Eberflus coming from the Marinelli tree. We saw with Marinelli. Get upfield, get after the quarterback. That's what even Taco Charlton was talking about. He said we were taught to get up the field. Get up the field. So long, lean, and fast. So the guys that they have in the building fit that mold. Do I know if it's going to hold up for 17 games and you don't get any guys with some legit size besides maybe Jay Toya? We'll see. But hopefully those guys that they have in now, the Solomon Thomases, Osa, you got Perrion Winfrey, Mazi's there, Solomon, did I say Solomon Thomas? And then hopefully Toia can be in that rotation. So we'll see how it goes. But I just don't have no confidence in Mazi. I think he's just a rotational player at this point. He's not the guy, a first-round draft pick. He's not that guy that's going to be that dude. He's just a rotational piece. He's not that player. So just use him in that aspect, and let's just stop talking about this Mazi thing like he's going to be some great player and we wait for year 3, because it's not. He's not going to be that. He's not going to be that player. That's not what he is. He just might be a good player, a rotational player, and that's what we need to see him as, in my opinion. And temper the expectations and just see, hey, you can rotate in, make some good plays when you can, and that's it. Because I don't see anything coming from Mazi. Nothing great. He's not going to take this great leap, not in my opinion. And he's not going to be this great D tackle that they envisioned when they drafted him a few years ago. Give me your thoughts. Perion Winfrey, do you like him? Mazi, we talked about him yesterday. I don't know. Big Game James, I'm out. Peace.